What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday. Welcome, everyone, to the JR Wisdom channel. Thank all you guys for tuning back in. This is the Sunday sermon, and I don't want to say we're going to do this a little different, but I'm just going to be covering something that I cover whatever topics, but it's more so on, on the religious, spiritual side. For those of you who have been tuning in, excuse me, to those videos. So today's topic, I'm going to be covering 5 advices from the angel Gabriel to you. And many of you probably like, well, what the hell is this guy talking about? If the advice is from the angel Gabriel, like, where does this come from? What is it exactly that you're talking about? And for you to live as you will. Well, I'm going to get into that. And first of all, I just want to say, for those of you, when I speak of the angel Gabriel, I'm not talking about some person named Angel whose last name is Gabriel, or some Hispanic or Spanish speaking guy named Angel or Angel. This is actually the angel Gabriel who you hear about in biblical texts and stuff like that. So I say that to say, first of all, to understand who the angel Gabriel is. The angel Gabriel is the angel of revelation who has brought revelation to all of the prophets and messengers, so on and so forth, throughout this whole, scriptural process and, stuff like that. It's coming down outside. And he also is the one who, after the prophecy or revelation is sent down, he's the one who brings about the destruction to the people who don't follow that prophecy and don't follow these things, the actual guidance and revelation that's brought forth. He's actually the one who brings down the destruction to that place or that area of those people, or wipes out those people. So just so you have that understanding as far as that goes. When I say this advice that he's given, he gave this advice to the prophet, to the messenger of God, outside of revelation. This is just life advice, if you will. This is advice to how not just to him, but it's just something we can all take from that, and that to live as you will, for one day you will die. That first piece of advice. And with that being said, basically what he's saying is you shouldn't have any attachment to this world or the people of this world. There should be, any of this can be gone at any given time. You're having an attachment to something that you only have a certain amount of time here. And the entertainment, it's all basically something before your eyes. What's up, Jared? This is all basically a facade, basically like a curtain that's being thrown in front of you. So you live as you will, however you want to, if you want to live in the fast life, you want to live in the fast lane, you want to enjoy what you do, whether you're sinning, whether you're doing good deeds, but knowing that you're going to be separated from this world, the enjoyments of this world. It's only temporary. So just live as you will was the first advice that he gave him. And the second advice he gave was to, love who you will in this life, love who you will, but know one day you're going to be separated from that person. And that's something that I talk a lot about in my videos, is that a lot of people get caught up thinking that they're going to be with a certain person forever, or this person is going to be in their life forever. And when they do lose that person, either through death or that person moving on with their life, that person remarrying, cheating, kids moving out of the house, their heart's broken and they don't know how to deal with it, and they go into depression, suicidal, homicidal, things like that. When you have to realize it's all about, what's going to come down to is happiness with this. So you love who you want to love, but just know that they're going to be separated one way or another. you're gonna die first, or they're gonna die first, or you're gonna leave first, they're gonna leave first. So just enjoy that time that you're having with them. So the third piece of advice that he gave was, do as you will, but know that you will be compensated accordingly. Whether that's good deeds that you do, helping out other people, or if you basically want to destroy someone's life, it's basically whatever you put out there, that's what you're going to get back. Whether that's in, not necessarily in this life, because everybody doesn't get their reward, or, you know, they don't get compensated accordingly based upon the deeds that they do in this world. It will come back in the next life, and the actual reward for this world or things that you do in this world is in the hereafter. But some people do get certain things, but the real reward is in the hereafter. So watch how you treat people. Some people call it karma, some people call it other things. You know what I'm saying? Like that. It says, do you believe in the afterlife? Yes, I do. What's happening, Donnell? What's up, Margot? Do as you, and I'll get back to that later. You just remind me when I'm done with all of these. Do as you will, but you'll be compensated accordingly. So whether you believe in that, you believe in karma, you believe in the law of attraction, whatever. This is one of the advices that the angel Gabriel gave him, is that you're going to be compensated, whether it's good or bad, if you want to call that compensation as far as the bad part. Fourth piece of advice, for the believer or those who are, spiritual in nature, is to know that the nobility, or the grace or the honor of the believer is standing in prayer or kneeling in prayer at night. Basically calling upon your Lord, calling upon a higher power, submitting and things like that. That is your nobility. That's where your honor lies in this life. Because the way it's put, that's the only means of your creation. The purpose of creation is for you to do that, to invoke your Lord, to call upon your Lord, stuff like that. So the last piece of advice, which this is something that I talk about often and I speak about, is that for anyone, your dignity, it lies in the independence of other people. That means that you're not independent of people. That means physically, mentally, financially. And when people get to the point where they say, well, I am independent, but they can't, handle day-to-day things. They can't take care of themselves financially. They need someone else to take care of them. Basically, that's where your dignity comes in. Because the same people that oftentimes that you are asking for favors, even if they're good people, that gets old after a while. Nobody wants to be taken care of someone else. Nobody wants to be constantly hear someone asking to borrow money or borrow something from them, or can you give me a ride from point A to point B. Your dignity in life is being independent of that person. So this is basically all 5 of these advices are so important, and in the grand scheme of things, as far as you living by those, you know what I mean? So he left them with that as far as ways that you should live your life, and for everyone else, all of his followers, to live their life in this same manner. And if you really think about it, I mean, if we really do follow all of these, I mean, I guess life would be a whole lot simpler. And it's like the keys, effectively, in my opinion, it's the keys to happiness. Just by following these things. Lack of the, it mitigates a lot of the things that people will suffer from. Depression, standing on your own 2 feet. Falling into despair. Just keys, and the way I see it is in happiness. Just keys to happiness is these things like this. So I know this probably isn't really too much of a popular topic, but I figured I'd just go ahead, and because something inside just told me I needed to just speak about this, because I've been reading it throughout the week. I've been reading it over and over, and I thought it was pretty cool, and something that I should definitely be repeating to myself, You know what I mean? So I didn't intend for this live stream to be too long today. I think I pretty much covered this real quick. I got this out. So whoever it is a benefit of, hope you guys like it. And if you feel it could be the benefit of to someone else, make sure you guys share it with them. It's pretty much all I have for today. I appreciate you few guys who have tuned in this afternoon. And it's rough outside today. And make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you got anything you'd like to add, leave it in the comment section. Add me on social media if you haven't. You know what I mean? Check me out on Amazon. So short because there's not that many people in here today. So I don't have too much traffic. I covered, I guess, what I set out to cover today. Everybody's out at church right now, so I'll just keep it short. I don't have too much more to talk about. Yeah, if you're talking about I think I got your email, Margot. If you're talking about that one earlier about these those dudes, I don't want to say it because they'll demonetize my video because they like every three videos of mine, YouTube is just demonetizing my stuff, for whatever reasons. I guess my stuff is that controversial. Hell, they might demonetize this if I say the wrong word in here. So, what were you saying just now? Lady Love, what's happening? Yeah. So, I got that one. I don't know if you were if you wanted me to do a video on that, if that's why you were asking about if that's why you sent me that, if you just wanted me to do one on that. But I think I already covered that topic on these guys. I think Minister Jap is doing a video on that tonight about that community and what actually is it that they contribute to society. So I think he's doing one on that. So I think I did one I think I did one on something similar to that. But let me know your thoughts on that if that's what you were trying to convey to me as far as doing that. So, but what was he asking me about earlier? Were you asking about the afterlife or something like that? I think I believe you asked me about that. I'm going to my chat. Good afternoon, Miss Adeline. Okay, the afterlife. He asked me, do I believe in the afterlife? I think those who don't believe in, and I mean, you believe in whatever you want to believe in, but my thoughts is either you have if you don't believe in the afterlife, then I guess you don't believe in a higher power either, so to speak. But at the Orthodox Jews, I think they don't believe in an afterlife. To my understanding, maybe y'all can correct me, but Orthodox Jews don't believe in an afterlife, a heaven or a hell. Is the afterlife similar to Judgment Day? Judgment Day is the mark of the afterlife. That's when the afterlife begins, on Judgment Day. That's when the assembly of people on the Day of Judgment is when the afterlife begins, the hereafter. When the horn is blown and then you rise up and you are assembled on the plains before God, that's when the afterlife begins. At that point, so you die. You only die once. You die here, and then you're resurrected on the Day of Judgment, and then you're assembled, and then that's where you face judgment, and then you'll be sentenced to either, heaven or hell. Yeah, if I do a video on that, they're probably gonna demonetize it. I don't know. It's something about mine. So many people do that stuff. No one knows. No one knows the hour, but there are signs. There are multiple. There are minor signs and there are minor signs. There are multiple. Excuse me. There are minor signs and there are major signs for the day of judgment. I got a video on that. If you want to look that up on the day of judgment, I got like a part one and a part two of the day of judgment and the signs leading up to the day of judgment. One and two is one of my older videos. But basically, like I said, they're minor. But once the major signs start happening, it's compared to the pearls on a necklace on a string. They're coming apart. They'll all fall in line one after another. So many of the signs have already come about. Most of the minor signs. Basically, the next, I think, really the major sign that we're waiting on right now, in the grand scheme of prophecy, is the war in Syria, which is a major sign. Which is a lot of that. A lot of people are trying to link that up, and the appearance of the Antichrist. Once the war in Syria breaks out, then the appearance of the Antichrist, definitely when he's here, Jesus will descend right after that, and then pretty much it's game on at that point. The Book of Revelation, secret societies in the Book of Revelation. Yeah. But that's pretty much the sign, I guess, the sign that everyone's waiting on right now, because a lot of the stuff is already going on in the Middle East. Gold from the ground, barefoot Bedouins in the desert competing and building skyscrapers. That's come to pass. The slave giving birth to her master. That's already come to pass. A lot of the technology we have has come to pass. Women dressing as if they're naked, that's come to pass. It's so much of the prophets. Like I said, a lot of this stuff, I have a video on it if you want to check it out. It's pretty extensive. I had to do a part one and part two. And the signs that come about, and the beast, and the tribulation, and all this different stuff. It's on there. It's if I was to sit here and try and talk about that stuff, it would be quite a while. But that's just to answer your question in short. That's pretty much the next major one. The next major one is basically what we're all. Once that happens, that most definitely for sure, the war in Syria. Once that breaks out, and I'm just gonna put it like that. Once we see that going on, that war in Syria, and then this Antichrist type figure, popping up, then yeah, it's definitely game on, and I hope I'm alive to see it. Some people say they don't want to be alive to see it, but I hope I'm alive to see it, to witness all that. The tribes of Gog and Magog coming out after Jesus, comes back and he kills the Antichrist, and then like I said, the Gog and Magog are released to descend upon the earth and destroy everything. Jared's conducting a one-on-one interview with me right here. He said, "Have you always been spiritual?" Nah, I haven't. I don't even know if you want to call it spiritual. I've just been one of those people who always felt that things aren't right. And then once I start reading up on this stuff, yeah, some people say they don't want to be alive. They don't want to be alive when Jesus comes back. They don't want to be alive when all this hell breaks loose. I said, man, I want to see all this. I want to see it going down. I want to see the miracles happening. I want to see it going down. I want to see this. But because it seemed like we're so far removed from the times of of all of these miracles that have happened in the past, the times of antiquity, the times of prophets, the times of, all of these incredible things that we read about. Moses parting the Red Sea, Jesus performing the miracles, Abraham being thrown in the fire and not burnt. I want Jesus to come back to stop the madness of this world. What's up, Nina? Yeah. Well, based upon my readings, just when Jesus comes back, he's going to come back to restore peace, destroy the pig, destroy the cross, destroy, and I know y'all don't like to hear that, but destroy Christianity. Don't worry, in a little while you will be invited to mainstream platform. I'm glad you said that, Jared. He said you'll be invited to mainstream platform. I appreciate the vote of confidence, about this invitation, because it's gonna be what it is. But yeah, destroy the pig, destroy the cross, destroy interest. What the hell is that? Yeah, destroy all these things, and even after that, there's still going to be more coming about. Like I said, I know I've said it a few times already in this video. Gog and Magog, it's in the Bible. Yajuj, Majuj, those people who are savages will still come and basically, destroy, basically populate the earth, because they're supposed to be hidden right now. And supposedly they date back to the time of who was supposed to be Alexander the Great. This man who basically sealed them behind an iron wall. These people, these savage people. So they'll come about, and other signs after that. But after that point, I mean, what else? Once Jesus comes back, what else is there to talk about? But I think what's going to be so interesting, I always say to people are expecting Jesus to come back and speak English, and come to America for whatever reason, and he's gonna look like a Middle Eastern man, or something similar to that, and he's gonna come back as a warrior, not as this passive lamb that you guys are reading about that turns the other cheek. No, he's gonna come back as a warrior. The same way it says in Revelations, on the back of a horse with a sword. And he will kill the Antichrist, physically with a sword. So how many people are gonna actually accept that? This guy's Jared, you asking all kind of questions. Have cops or folks mistaken you for a Muslim cleric? No. No, man, not at all. Would you get the chip the government supposed to force upon us? Have you heard of the chip, or would you fight against it? I've heard of that chip from what's those guys' names, man? Was it the Rockefellers or was it the other guys who was supposed to be trying to usher that whole chip in? That RFID chip, is that what you're talking about? Because I guess we're talking about conspiracies and stuff now. But supposedly it's real. They're working on it. Was it the Rockefellers that was trying to get that chip, or what's those other guys, the banking guys? I can't remember. I don't know. We'll see if that happens in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? Because it might come to a point where you either have to get it or they're going to put you in jail. Which is supposed to be, I guess you're referring to the mark of the beast. By saying that in order to conduct business, in order to buy groceries and any other sort of participate in commerce, you're going to have this RFID chip. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of the same thing, almost like that now when you think the invention of the credit card almost, because all this fiat currency, for you to rent a car, for you to rent a hotel, a lot of this stuff, purchasing stuff online, purchasing all this other. I mean, we still use cash, but this paper money is gonna be a time. Yeah, Cornelius, this is supposed to be the Sunday sermon. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a time when physical cash is gonna disappear. You know, because it's costing too much. I guess, even though it's paper. You know, just to come up with this stuff. This whole fiat currency, which is what we're living on now, as opposed to just having everything digital. So that's a whole nother zeitgeist conspiracy conversation in itself. But you have conspiracy theory, and you have conspiracy fact, and you have coincidence theories, as I like to call it. So it's all interesting. I'm just some dude who's just trying to get my 100,000 and keep it moving. That's it. I don't need all this other stuff. Just give me 100,000, and I'm happy. What is that? 100K, 100K. Put that in my bank account, and we're good. I don't care what y'all do. You know, all this false flag stuff and these people turning up, which is a bad, terminology they use. Turning up missing. How do you turn up missing? Are you Israelite, Christian, Muslim, or follower of God? Titles, right? I am a follower of God, if that answers your question. I hope it does. Yeah, but these are good times. This is what a time to be alive. Definitely what a time to be an American. You know. Man, my live streams have been dead lately, man. I wonder what's going on. This is crazy. Something's got to shake. I got to talk about some more ratchet topics. Or start getting on my fire and brimstone stuff on my Sunday sermons. What's been the highlight of my week? The highlight of my week is getting paid. That's been the highlight of my week. Is getting paid. Getting paid, my brother, getting paid. You know. That is the motive. If only we didn't have to worry about such things, right? No, people like fire and brimstone. They like to hear it. They just don't like to go to church to hear it. They like to hear it on the internet. You know. They like to hear it on the internet. They don't want to go to church to hear all that stuff. But yo, what will give great awareness? Fire and brimstone. People don't want to hear that. I mean, it's cool though. I'm not that type of person either. I'm too laid back to be talking about some fire and brimstone shit. You know, to be turning up, yelling and whatnot. If I do that, I'm definitely gonna have to start passing around the plate, the well of wisdom. I mean, I'm definitely gonna have to start be like, yo, hit that super chat. We going in. This is Sunday. You want me to raise my voice with inflection and talk mad trash? More truth be on the internet than church. Yeah, but that's up to people. People choose not to read. I did a video the other day when I was talking about what's that guy's name? Some pastor I was talking about, and this woman actually got mad. You know, you can't be talking about people's apostles, you know, because they will get upset, even when you got proof. So all the proof, all the truth, the alleged truth that you're looking for is in the book. But people would rather hear it from the pastor. That's why they go to church. They're looking for that pep rally. How the super chat thing works? There's a little $sign right there. When you're in the chat, there's a $sign, in there, and you turn this sound off. If you look at it, there's like a smiley face where you got the emoji. You got the emoji thing right there. Then you have the little $sign thing right there, and it has where you can type in your characters. So the $sign thing is the super chat, basically. So that's what I mean. If I start getting into that, that's when that's basically passing the offering plate, the collection plate. That's all a super chat is. It's a collection plate. You understand? It's nothing serious. You know. Why does this picture? Am I coming in fuzzy on y'all screen? Cause I'm looking on mine and it's like looking real fuzzy. Like the picture is like pixelated on here. Y'all hear me? How does the picture look? Or the video quality, excuse me. Appreciate it, JJ. The picture's on point. Okay, I'm not fuzzy. Must be just my computer then. I'm looking at my computer. It looks kind of fuzzy. But oh wow. I don't want to mess up your name, young lady. So the Nigerian queen. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know you. I don't want to mess up your name. But greetings to you on this live chat here. But yeah. I think we go ahead and close it out, man. I'm done wrapped out. I've been talking 30 minutes, so Doge. Okay. I guess that's what you meant. Or is it Doge? Yeah, time flies, man. You know. Time flies. But I'm really not talking about nothing. This is like a just laid back chat or live stream this evening. So you go ahead and get up off of here, man. You know what I mean? It's been real. Anybody got any questions before I clock up out of here? You know, it's time to eat anyway. It's dinner time. Guess not. Right. I appreciate the support, Miss Adeline, and y'all make sure y'all add me if y'all haven't yet. Check me out on Amazon. Shoot me any questions. Email me, or any topics you'd like me to discuss. You know, the link for the Well of Wisdom is there as well. So, last pronunciation be great. Cynthia G will be doing a collaboration with China Fox. That's cool. You know, I don't really, watch Cynthia G. I mean, I watch China Fox every now and then, but, poor Benny. Yeah. So, it's been real, folks. Peace be upon you all. Remember, anything lost can be found again except for time wasted and the mercy and blessings of the Almighty. And you guys have a great upcoming week here, or final week of June. And on into July. You guys enjoy your summer and all that. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.